good afternoon, and welcome to Let's Laugh for another Wednesday. And today is Wednesday, April 30th, the last day of the month of April. And you know what it means? It means that tonight is the opening of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival at the Bindu Philip Park. And I know a lot of you will be here because a lot of you want to hear Gretchen Wilson. And a lot of you want to see the man, Sizzler. How's everybody doing this afternoon? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope those of you who tuned into Golden Grooves on Sunday caught the vibe and had a good vibe. And I really took it back. This afternoon, we have a really, really, really spicy letter. Well, one of three letters is going to be very spicy. All three of them are spicy. And reminding you that last week, we did announce that we are doing things differently from this show on. We have a randomizer. Just the number of letters that we have been getting, we are going to choose three letters, three three letters, and choose one out of the three letters. Now, taking the shout outs on the Facebook, those of you on the Facebook, good afternoon to you. My boy, 1 pound hip bullet, and he says Team RCI, and we say, hey! And he's shouting out our people, Kayla Smith, Stephanie Pierre, Drama Queen, my darling Drama Queen, Justin, Lanico Batiste, Tara Espa, Zara Goye, Hotel, Kyoto, and of course, shouting out Mara. Say, yay, the best test program is on. Let clap, big up Miguel and Express Liza. And Liza can't find herself in the studio up to now. Up to now, she can't find herself there. The letter alone she wants to be here for. Let me shout out all those who are listening right now. We're talking about all the financial institutions, Bank of St. Lucia, First National Bank, Republic Bank. What bank I miss? I miss any banks? Shouting out all the offshore banks, Lucelec, Flow, Digicel, Wasco, all of you who are ensuring that we receive those utility services. And of course, we have to make sure we pay those bills or else you disconnect us quickly. But hey, hats off to you of always making sure that we are connected with the outside world. That's for our service providers. And of course, Wasco, making sure that we always have water. Some may disagree, but you know how it is. You know how it is. All right, saying hello to all the bus drivers around the island. We're talking about the grocery stand, the moshi stand, the Babono stand, all parts of Babono. La Clary, what else? Forester. What else we talking about? Bexo, Marigo, Soufresh, Hotel, Ancillary Canneries. Hey, big up to my boy Kelvin Charles. Big up my brother. He says Team Marcia. And we say, hey, Sherry, good afternoon to you, my darling Marcia. Hey, shout out Amanda Charles. Shakira, you're rich in time. You're rich in time because we start late. Otherwise, you would be late. You would be late, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Team Marcia. Hey, shouting out Lorenzo. Say happy jazz festival and Lucia, be safe always. Much appreciation to my RCI family. Love from Italy. Shouting out Mac Lacomingo crew. Marcia Morella, good afternoon to you, my darling. Marcia, Liza just station in the studio. Liza, what did you say? Hey! Hey! That's my girl. I slow. I was waiting on you. Look how slow. You just reached it. Folks, Empress Liza is in the station, is in the studio.
Calling me Empress Liza.
Okay, so that's Empress.
Empress Isa.
Oh Lord.
Isa.
Now you know when they taught me to pronounce every word. I never did L silent, huh?
Isa.
Except for stock.
Isa.
I Empress I sir. Y'all heard that? Empress I sir. Is that one eye or two eyes?
It's one eye.
So it's I
Isa.
eyes. Not two eyes. Eyes. Eyes is the plural of I.
No.
Oh Lord, folks, you rich, you rich, you rich. Winsbert, Mark George, David, TK, and Yellow. Your first is locked in live afternoon to y'all. Big up to you. Eh, Mike, Liza, which mic? You in between two mics, you know.
Yes, I am.
So which one is yours?
This one is
The one
my
in your face.
right there.
All right. So that's this one. So I
This
can turn
one
off that
right
one. All right, folks. We have, like I said again, I'll repeat for those who just tuned in that we are doing it differently today. We have three letters before us, and the randomizer is going to choose either letter one, two, or three. And those of you on Facebook, if you don't believe me, look at all this paper in my hand. I can't let you all see what's on the paper, but look at all this paper in my hand. So you all know it's three letters we have. Yep. So let's take some of the Facebook.
Hello, you big up our institutions already?
I big up the banks. I big up most of the bus drivers. I big up all the utility providers.
Huh? What about our credit unions?
Well, I was waiting for you to come, my girl.
What's wrong with Butu?
Empress Isa.
So big up our credit union, Janu.
Yep. Yep.
Big up Central Workers Credit Union, big up.
Yes, big up.
Uh,
Oh, you don't forget my credit. Apple, Elk.
big
We still have Elks and
We have to leave else for the last because let me tell you, you see else on a Wednesday.
mm.
Let me tell you, everybody phone is locked on a Wednesday at else and do that for
Ah,
because
Elks.
Mrs. Jeffers and her team, Craig, the manager, Mr. Joseph, yes, the tellers, big up your whole
Big up y'all whole.
the securities. Yeah, they have two of them. They normally on either side of the door. Yes, big up yourself.
Wait, Elks, big up yourself, security, making sure everything's safe on our end there for the
Big up
time.
Hospitality Credit Union and also the Farmers, National Farmers Credit Union. Big up your whole
Y'all whole self, my
We
people.
have our listeners all in these institutions,
Uh,
government workers,
oh, yes, all offices.
all
But you know, we have to big up first. The,
Imo.
no, not Nemo today. Well, Nemo going to be there on ground tonight, but we have to big up the Ministry of Tourism and the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Events St. Lucia, and everybody associated with the jazz.
Okay, big up your whole self. Also, persons who have not gotten their gifts or do not even have an idea as to what they will be giving their mother or their mothers or any mother figure in their life. Harry Edwards, the jewelers,
Oh, shout out the folks there.
yes,
My boy Danny.
Sonia and her team
Uh, uh,
on the Pandora Mother's Day event on May 2nd
oh,
from
yeah.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So let me tell you, they do it big.
Yes,
And
I.
this year is Mom's Day out. So you could only imagine, allow your imagination to run wild. So we catering for mom. So come ready to purchase. There will be giveaways. There will be lots of goodie bags. Well, they don't call it goodie bags at Harry Edwards Jewelers. They call it swag bags.
Swag bags. Who come
Bags.
up with that, Sonia? I
Swag
not
bags.
surprised.
People swag
I
bags.
not
Let me tell
surprised.
you all. Even they will have their mimosas as well. Also, they will have cupcakes.
Ooh, ooh.
While you're shopping, they also have build your own bowl.
Hey, so Danny, Sonia, I never tell me about it. I have to
On
come
May
and learn.
2nd,
I have to come and learn on
there is
Lettre.
a station there. That will be by Eve, the brand Eve from Ocado, and you coming to build your own bowl, your salad bowl.
Was that Eve avocado?
No, I'm saying the brand
What's the
Eve
brand? Uh huh. Avocado.
and the mother company,
Uh huh.
which is Ocado.
They missing the avo.
No.
They missing the avo.
Ocado, formerly known as PCD. So you come there to that station and what else you looking for while you shopping for something for mom? They're
So,
taking care of you.
something for
For what?
somebody else too.
Well, if you're
Eh,
baby mama,
yeah, why
yeah,
not?
or
Why not?
child mother, however you want to whatever category you like to place her in.
Yeah, why not?
Yes,
Why not?
why not? So you cannot miss that event on May 2nd at the duty point therapy.
Yeah, did
Yeah,
you point therapy?
you
Uh,
cannot miss that.
all right. So let's shout out to all the folks on the Facebook Live again. Uh Shakira, Kendra, Libera, Solange, Prosper, James, good afternoon to you, my darling. Rosalind Monroe, she says, good day, let's flag. Good day, my dear. Good
See
day.
you.
Good day. Who else we shouting out, Liza? I have to make sure we pay the bills. So I'm making sure the ads are
We
placed
bigging
in
up
there. Yeah.
Mr. Allen. We bigging up Wormsy.
I know who you're
We
forgetting.
bigging up Tall. We bigging up
I know who
Mr.
you're
Roots.
forgetting. I know who
We
you're
bigging up
forgetting.
um um um
Who's
um
Mr. Roots?
Mr. Roots is on the dog
Oh
asset.
yes, 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 Mr. Roots.
Yeah. We begin up. I know for a fact these drivers are locked in
Oh
every
yes.
day.
Now I'll tell you the person that
Night.
they send a message every time you miss them. They send a message. So you better shout out our
Um,
people
um,
on
um,
Marian and Jew.
oh!
Okay. Okay. Let's before you say let's start testimony. All right. Hey.
Big up Andres Dental over in La Prairie, please. That's what I really don't even yes, La Prairie.
Andres
But
and the lab.
they,
Yeah, they already have lecture. They don't Marian again.
no, they're not doing
So
no more.
so everything
By the
based
beach,
in the blue place in the blue place by the roundabout.
roundabout,
All
right
right.
there.
All
Just
right.
low down the big red door, low down tires, big up Warren and his team.
Uh, uh,
Andre and his, how many times I have to tell people that if you're looking for the best dangers, now people might say dangers we not no. Sometimes you miss a call and boom. You
yep.
never tell you
Or
end
you
up
do
inside
some
the
you
house.
do something and your woman give you a plug.
Oh, somebody fly your tooth. You understand what I'm telling you?
You want to say a woman give you a plug
100 dentals. Yes.
for those moments when you do something and you lose a tooth.
You could chip your tooth, and Andre has a fix for that. Let me tell you, brand new, coming out brand new,
Well,
brand
guys, I have to shout out somebody. That person all over the place. The person say locked in the UK, but they messaging from a local number.
new. Who's that?
Then the person go on the live and say they have no sound. Sabina, good afternoon to you, my darling. Stay RCI, hey, locked in the UK. And I have to question that, you know. I have to question a local number I see there. Mark Shaw, my mistake, please have to tag us. That is not my job. £1 is the one tagging everybody. We're not responsible.
One
That is the
pound.
Facebook usher. That is the Facebook usher. Folks, it's 3:27. We started a little late because, of course, we had a few things to do in preparation for the jazz later. So we're going to go into a break, and when we come back, we're going to read the letter. Shakira, anybody, Mark Hampson,
We shout out drama
somebody
queen.
shout. I shout out drama queen, shout out, but Sherry,
Stephanie.
Stephanie, Sherry, either. We shout out as well. Hey, you got your dreads decked down ready for later. No, but the dreads dropping later, you know. The dreads dropping, the dreads dropping. Shakira said, choose the hottest letter. Gasa, you see when you see Kalanji come on. When Kalanji come on, I was just saying Maureen a while ago. Gasa, when I was in Time Sizzler album Black Woman and Child came out, I was in Form 4, going on Form 5 in college. From Gasa, no fellas, to the rat. I tell you, red ras because of that album. Time Sizzler, reach on the scene. Oh Lord, I am missing that. I can miss the Gretchen Wilson and thing. If I go and look for, I can't dance country, so I can't even say I can take a little woman and can style and do a little thing and thing.
Out, you need to be versatile.
I'm versatile. I can dance country. Yeah.
No, Miguel.
I'm well versed on the tiles.
You a Caribbean dude.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly,
be
exactly.
no, that's to show you that whatever we choose to do as Africans descendants, we can do it.
Well, when it comes to tiles,
That's jazz, that's taboo, that's soca, that's dancehall, that's
not country,
you name it.
not country,
We
not.
doing it.
But here, when it comes to tiles, I'm well versed.
We
All
doing
right,
it.
so I'm versed at tile. In fact, I'm versed at many tiles.
1 2 step back side. You can do that.
One, two,
One two step back,
but one
back
to where?
forth,
You
side
have to give me
side.
direction. It's one to the back, one to the front, one to the left, one two step.
Country and western is so easy.
That is big instructions.
1 2 step.
I see a shot.
One
Hey, Maureen, I think about fire.
step, you go front, you go back. How you mean?
Maureen,
Mhm.
I don't think the way. Hey, Maureen, Liza, Isa. I don't think the way in your Isa, your mic was off. Pod. Isa, there you. I'm sorry, my girl. I'm sorry. You see, I want to end Liza. Look, Shakira impatient. Shakira says it's 3:40. It is 3:40. Let's get into the ads. When we come back, we will read the letter. I'm sorry we missed Liza on the mic, but don't worry, Isa. We'll get you. Remind you that folks that Lettre is brought to you by Fruitsy Simos, and you know what they say.
You know what they say about Fruitissimo, sir?
Partner, you know what they say about Fruitissimo?
My girl, you know what they say about Fruitissimo?
Boy, that Timos makes you currency, you know.
So, what do the experts say about Fruitsy Sea Moss? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Sea Moss is full of natural goodness your body needs. Sea moss is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Sea moss is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Crowland.
And that's what they say about Fruitissimo. Well, let's just say something else.
Fruitsy Sea Moss, you know what they say.
Santosha creates it with Einstein bathroom bonanza. Bundle and save from vanities to toilets, assets to vanities. Gear them up, triple them up, or buy 5 or more for 10, 12, and 15% off. Something to talk about. The more you buy, the more you save. Get discounts on selected items like faucets, LED mirrors, cleaners, and more. What more? Bathroom Bliss. We're giving you a special introductory offer on toilets starting as low as $240. Island style bathroom bonanza is on at our Castries, Worthy and Viewport stores. Call our visitors today.
Dream big. Make it your own. Home Sweet gets you any style of home. Unlock your home's potential with VOSL's Home Flex Equity line of credit. Set up an Airbnb, chase your travel dreams, or start a side hustle. Access up to 80% of your home's value. A $75,000 VOSL Visa credit card and home improvement discounts. Terms apply. Act now. VOSL.
Refresh your style with Massey Stir's Home. Introducing new and refreshing ways to enhance your living space. Stylish living and dining furniture pieces with accessories to reset your home. Plus, you can save up to 30% off select items in store. Every Friday in April, crack open discounts from our Easter basket on regular price items in store. Happy Easter from our Massey Stir's family to yours.
I had the greatest admiration with her passion for everything cultural and everything folk. You see my art, you see my workmanship, you see the beauty. This is what taught me to be perfect at what I do with my craft. I learned that from Mrs. Hall. Ask for what you want.
With her sternness, still has this glint in her eye of mischief. Her first reaction to me, Mahal, what you want?
La Belle Creole Gala, a celebration of the 2025 Cultural Icon Series, Mrs. Teresa Hall, Thursday, May 1st at the Pavilion on the Ramp, Robbie Bay. Feel the rhythm, see the art, live the culture.
With Smart Submit, say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience. Don't waste time on risk errors submitting C3 forms to the NIC. Go online. Submit your NIC C3 forms from anywhere at any time. It's simple, convenient, and secure. Smart Submit is the smart choice. Still doing it the old way? Maybe it's time to wake up. Make the smart choice with Smart Submit, the smarter way to submit your C3 form. Visit us online at www.stlucianic.org for more information. NIC, for the benefit of us all.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and we are back. We are back. We are back with Lettre, brought to you by Simos. And like I said, folks, like I said, this week we are doing it differently. We have three letters. We have three letters in front of us, and from three different writers, two women and one man. And we're telling you which is which, but we can promise you all three spicy in their own way. We're not picking. We have an electronic wheel right here in the studio. It will spin, and when it stops, it will land on either letter 1, letter 2, or letter 3. Whatever number it lands on, that's the letter we are reading today. This is the new format moving forward. So every week, what letter you hear, that's what the randomizer say. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, at Facebook. Now reminding you, Liza, remind them about Lettre. We are rated E for
Everybody.
everybody.
All obscenities. We could be very passionate. We could discuss. We could be very expressive, but we're gonna keep it clean as possible.
Yes.
And also, we need to learn to agree to disagree, meaning that we're gonna respect each other's opinion, views, angles, however you wanna call it.
Yes. So in other words, your language must be everybody-ish and just respect each other. Yeah. All right. So folks, we are about to spin that wheel. We are about to spin that wheel. I hope y'all can hear. Let me make sure y'all can hear. Yep. Liza, what letter you see it stop on there? Letter 1. Letter 1. Letter 1. Boy, Shakira then says she hope it's not about horn. Where is letter 1? Let me go through those letters. So that is letter. Whoa, oh, there we go. There. Hey, wait. Oh, there is letter 1. There is letter 1. Liza, you have it? Letter 1? Or you have to read letter 1.
Okay. All right.
It's printed front and back, eh?
Yes. Okay. All right. All right. So we're ready to go. Get ready to call people. The number to dial in is 4523-046, or you could reach us on our WhatsApp platform, which is 724-0008. And the letter reads, Miguel, here's the thing. A couple years ago, I used to talk to this guy. It wasn't anything serious, more of a situationship. Uh,
Hmm.
we'll chill now and then, link up when it's convenient, but I never felt anything deep for him. It wasn't going anywhere, and eventually we just stopped. No quarrel, no big C. All right, then. He had just come out of a divorce. His wife had apparently run off with somebody from work, and he was still carrying baggage. I think we both were just feeling space for each other. So I never took him on seriously. So we're doing it.
Mhm.
Fast forward to now. I with someone else. A man who up to now still had me wondering where he was hiding all this time. He's kind, steady, quiet, and he not in no drama, not in women. What you mean by that, right? Not in bad talk, just a good man. And funny enough, he is divorced too. His ex give him real hell. Always out, always accusing him of cheating when she was the one doing nonsense. So now we always saying how peaceful this new relationship with me is, how he feels safe with me, and how we finally get a fresh start. Me mama, yes, my girl. We're not together too long, just under a year. But from the way things going, you could swear we married already. That is it.
Mhm.
Early March, I found out I'm pregnant. Look the uppercut. Bouton,
Hmm.
I'm not even going to lie. When I tell him, the man nearly cried. He's so happy. Start calling it our blessing, saying he's ready to be a father again. We see buying fruits, talking to my belly, asking me if we should start saving to build with Miguel.
Mhm.
Building.
Mm.
He rubbing my feet at night. making sure I'm eating, carrying me to clinic. And every time I see him so involved, may say I feel worse. Eh,
Mm.
because about 2 weeks before I find out I was pregnant, I slip. Eh, That's true. That's true. I ran into the man I used to deal with, the first one. We hadn't seen each other in a while, but you know how Seducia small. We met at a line, and I don't know if it was comfort or curiosity, but one thing led to another. It happened once, only one time, and I said to myself, it didn't mean anything. But now I counting days, and I am realizing that time sticky.
Mm.
Sticky, sticky, Buto, this child could be my current man, but also could be the other one.
Hmm.
And I haven't said not a
Ha,
word, not
ha,
one word, not one
ha,
word. I
ha,
said,
ha,
you're
ha.
wrong for that. Not because I have messed you know, not because I'm trying to play smart, but because I genuinely do not know. And I scared to lose a good man over something I myself not even certain about. And what making it worse is knowing both of these men been for real pain already. Both of them was cheated on. Both of them been made to feel small by women who didn't value them. And now here am I, sitting on this baby, pretending everything normal. Every time he kiss my belly, every time he say we're doing this together, so my chest is just tightened. And I even think about doing a DNA test quietly after the baby is born. But even that not sitting right with me because if that test comes back and it's not his, what then? What? How do I explain that kind of betrayal after months of letting him believe he was going to be a father?
Hmm.
But if I tell him now, I risk
Hmm.
shattering something beautiful over a one night slip up, one mistake. And that part that really bothered me is I'm not even sure I deserve it.
Hmm.
So I ask these questions. Am I wrong for keeping this to myself until I become sure? Or should I be honest now and risk losing everything? Let me read that again. Should I be honest now and risk losing everything, even if there's a chance the child really is his?
Liza.
Who does
That's a long letter. What do you think? We should go into a break or take in the comments.
we should just start to take in some of the comments
Uh,
because
somebody. I,
This letter is it has a lot going on.
listen, persons, this commenter, the first commenter, their name on WhatsApp is upside down. So I trying to read upside down to figure out whether it's a man or woman. But Liza, the comment says, folks, I'm sorry, but I think she should have bought it if she can and say she lost it. I believe the man is a good man and he doesn't deserve this. Caller, are you a man or a woman? That'd be interesting to know. Because someone, oh, we have a caller, Liza.
We're going
Straight to the call.
straight into the
Good afternoon, Lettre. How can we help you?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know the most damaging part of that situation
is the person that's reading that letter. So you don't even know what emotion to use. Because she read that letter with so much juice, you don't even know how to respond to it.
I do, you know.
Like,
Yeah.
was that? I suspect that's a
I
compliment.
really
I suspect
do.
that was a compliment. And we're trying to play like each
I
other.
really do know how to. I really do
No,
know
no,
how
no.
to
Because no, no, no,
respond
no.
to that letter. But what
You
I'm
have to.
saying is, it was just so much. It's such a mouthful of mixed emotions, a mouthful
And after
of
that caller,
events.
we're going to read it again because
Listen, listen.
Shakira wants
You're
to
reading
read.
this, and I'm trying to dissect what you say to sympathize with that caller. Look, I'm the letter writer, trying to think of she's emotional and sad, but you reading that with so much gist. You reading that with so much gist, like I said,
That's all I have to
but
make
the
you laugh.
writer don't care. She read like a light day, but then after check that and say no, but you're not reading it. Now let's dive into that.
Let's dive into it.
First and foremost, it is wrong. You see, it takes some women like her that is showing positive men mental capacity to turn them to dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So she know what she was doing.
That's a, wait.
It
So
is not a mistake.
hold on. So minister into dogs, I thought it was women alone that used the excuse about them being hurt, and then they
No,
turn
no,
into the kind of people. Men doesn't use that excuse. Come on, guys.
Of
no, no,
course,
no. Women
they have
turn
they
in
have
and
Woman
men
doesn't
some
use
of
man.
they
men.
have men who do come across when you come across them that tells you that they have been hurt,
Men have
and
girls.
Yes,
because
I'm
of
telling you
that
of
it
what
has
they go
caused
through.
them to either
Yes,
tread carefully or become
I
monsters
get
in the
one so
sense
many
that
yes,
times.
okay,
It's a
all
part
right,
of life.
exactly. And she's right. I mean, I can speak for myself. I mean, it's not carefully. I'm not a dog,
mm-hmm.
but I tried carefully. But you well explain how the man is awesome. And you said he was married, divorced with his wife doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And a man just on a one night try to meet him again, and it is not what you said. It's not a mistake. That is not a mistake.
Caller, you're a Christian, you know that, right?
It don't have to be a
No,
Christian.
you.
It's
I'm
just a
talking about
logical
you.
mistake.
You personally, right? You're a Christian,
Me,
right?
I'm a
So
believer.
you're a
He's a
believer.
believer
So
in
you believe that the heart may be willing, but the flesh is weak.
I beg your pardon.
So you believe that the heart may be willing, but the flesh is weak.
No, it is not about the heart willing and the flesh is weak. That's why the Bible tells us to continuously renew our mindset on a daily basis. You understand? So it is not about heart. If our heart is weak, that's why we have to go on our knees. But that woman like a light E. You understand? But if
like
you
a
meet a man
sea.
of value and you the way she read that letter again, turns out the man she so have so much respect for her, and she don't respect the man. Because if you respect a man, that means you should know that a man is very territorial. So you should guard yourself. You
A
guard
man
your
is more
body,
territorial
you
than a woman.
protect your man.
Trust me. A man not
So
more
she's not
territorial than
protecting
a
a man.
woman.
You understand? Right now, that is a position for now. Check out the situation can be so messed up. A high man of value, taking care of the wife, everything like that. And check out the system can break this gentleman down. High man of value doing this and that. Then he find out that it's not his child, and that instant he lose it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He give up pluck. Police come and arrest him. He go in the hospital. He's irate. They give him two tablets to calm him down. They mash up his mental. He in turn walking like a madman. And I'm not asking you. I'm telling you that things have transpired. You understand? Watch how messed up she can mess up somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do pray and hope he is a man somewhat like me that know who to go to, where to go to, on his knees, and stay focused and understand that not use that situation to better himself. And when he enter the next relationship and his partner do him worse, he's going to move on and better himself and better himself and better himself. Because what? The funny thing, I was just having a conversation like that with a female last night about that same thing, and they wondering why did our men come and speak out like that? Because majority of the women now destroying them mentally. But then again, I shouldn't say that. I say we allow them to do that because they're not people for it. We allow it. But then again, you know it messed up. You know it messed up. That's why I think she wrong for that.
He don't.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you so much, caller.
I go talk to you in private. You,
So,
the caller.
thank you so much, caller.
Uh, we have another
Yes,
caller
we have a
coming.
next call.
Good afternoon,
Good
Letter.
afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Just turn on the volume on your radio for
Like
us.
like the caller said, sorry, I turned down the volume.
Yeah.
Like the caller earlier said, you read that letter too much juice. I was picturing that girl. Seriously, it's like I would be in that how the lady wrote the letter. It's how she's gonna put that juice inside of there. And I'm trying to think, I'm trying to
Letter
put that and
exactly
then,
how the
oh my
writer
god,
wrote the letter.
you put job in doing that. Anyway,
Yes.
first, what she did there was wrong. Whatever she did, it's wrong. It's not like you're desperate for a man. You have somebody. He's treating you so well. So what kind of desperation thing is that that you want to go on a one night stand
Mhm.
and you have not been able to face the man you wish to tell him that you cheated on him with your ex? That is wrong. Some of us, we women, have to learn to behave ourselves. Now, I'm not feeling sorry for her. Whatever she gets, she deserves. It
Okay.
is wrong at all levels.
So what if she get? What
Okay.
if she get the man she really love now? She deserve it.
Yes, whatever she gets, she deserves. She look for it,
Okay. But
and you cannot wait until you give birth for you to go and check your DNA.
I was just about to come to that. I was coming to ask you whether or not you think that she should ensure that she does a DNA test when baby born.
No, you have a man in your life. He's with you. Be honest with him, and maybe they can agree to do a DNA after the child is born and depends on the circumstances. Then she can take it from there. But she cannot hide it from him. It's wrong to hide from him. It's wrong. You have somebody treating you so well, you both see them, and then you one night you see the man is like you are desperate for sex. You go and have a one night stand, and now you cannot.
Yes, the
Come
first
on now.
divorce
You understand? That's
the,
wrong, man.
the
So we
first
have to behave
divorce
ourselves.
man you said that was not it wasn't going anywhere.
Anyway, all of us are you see, and all your blood boiling inside of you, and you have to go do it.
Yeah. Hmm.
And now you don't know how to control yourself. You don't know
And
what
now
to do.
they
You
should
have a
know how
child.
to
You don't know
control
who's the
herself.
father.
Yes. So caller, you're saying that she should be honest with her
Be
current
honest with
partner.
that. That's right. She should
She
be
should be honest with her
And
current partner.
if she
honest with
gets him, she
him.
deserves
Be
it.
honest with him. Let the decision be his to make.
Okay,
So
caller.
For
if
all
he
you know, he
stays,
might accept that child, whether he's or not, because he loves her. But be honest with him. Tell him the
because
truth. Be honest.
women
Yes.
are
Be honest.
honorable, so women are honorable like that. That's what it is.
No,
Yeah.
no. Make her listen to that today.
Bye bye.
Caller,
So
thank you for
Bye
calling.
caller,
All right, so let's take another question. Some of the comments, and we'll take a break, and we'll read the letter when we come back in. But so the writer who said, "I'm so sorry, but I think you should have bought," is a woman. That's surprising. It's surprising, but she should have
bye.
bought if she can and say she lost. I mean, the man is a good man. He doesn't deserve it. So if he's a good man, for you are saying that kill the child. It could be his or not his. So
Well,
abort the child. And
we said earlier on we learn to respect people
I know, but
first.
abort the child, keep the man.
That that in itself for me is like
Make it make
but
sense.
at the end of the day, I mean the platform I just have to respect people's views.
No, we respect the views. Just what the views surprising.
For me personally, abortion is
All right, so then we have another one, and we're gonna get into our Facebook comments just now. The woman is a puppy show. You have a man that treating him so well, and you're giving him con. That ain't no mistake. What was she doing? She did not just slip and fall on his
no
a few characters. If I knew who that guy was, I'd tell him to move himself in that. And writer, you don't deserve the man. So go with your one night stand, man, because if you love the man, you wouldn't have done that foolishness with yourself. Plus, you didn't even use protection. What if it wasn't pregnancy and it was tapoons? Tapoons?
and then again
What's a tapoon?
I we were coming into that. You
Okay,
understand how can you be so irresponsible? You understand? We're
mhm.
getting a call.
We have a call on the WhatsApp. All right, looks like.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Oops, are we hearing anything?
Marcia?
Yes.
Lettre, good afternoon.
Ah, Marcia.
Hey!
Hey. So I agree she have to tell the guy. But it's not just her guy she have to tell. She have to tell both guys.
Mhm.
So far the callers just focusing on the new guy. What's the point of view if it's the guy she not sure about?
Thank you,
He
God.
deserves to know if he have a youth there too.
Thank you.
You know, it's not just the guy she want. That's the selfish side of her. You see, she's still being selfish. She's thinking of what she wants.
So you think she has protecting herself, not protecting any of the men?
No, she are taking none of the men considerations into consideration, I think. None of the men's true feelings. Because all she thinking of there is should she tell the guy that she think is a prince in shining armor. She want to keep him. And she just worrying about if it's not his. That's only what she worried about. You know. If the child is not his, what does she do?
What if she's blowing up this
Does they even think of the other guy yet? Like I'm saying, the other dude. I'm gonna have shares there too.
Hmm.
when
It's
the
a,
moment you pick up, you're supposed to know that
Say that again, Liza.
from the moment you slip up,
you there, you
One
there?
more time, Liza. Okay, I hear you now.
the moment you slip up or you make your mistake and you involve a third party into the relationship and you're going to ensure that you partake in grown-up activities without protecting yourself, then you have to deal with the full-blown consequences of anything that will come out of that situation. You have to have
Exactly. Exactly.
so
So
as a
for
as a woman, you need to put your selfishness, your hurt, your dishonesty, your black space aside and focus on what
that,
really matters. That the fact that you carry
yeah,
this child, sure as to whose child it is. And both of them need to
yeah.
look at again
Both did the war.
plenty of your honesty, coming clean and saying that
Exactly.
okay,
And that plays a big role in whatever relationship the child have with the paternal side of his future. Even the child could find out that she could keep that secret for 10 years, but it's the child that having all the negative effects. So to me, from now, that thing happened on a negative. The only way anything positive could come out of that, and for the child's sake, tell both parties, come clean. Then when the child is born, find out who's the real father, and then you move on from there.
Let me ask you.
Maybe like one fellow say the knight in shining armor might decide to go take the child either way.
exactly.
But
But
the only way the positive could come out of that is you have to go ahead. You to go ahead.
Yeah, so
You're go.
yeah, you heard me? You
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
me?
I hear you.
Yeah, a contributor
Yeah.
just messaged me. He says, "Fear women. Mate shoot is shot. Before you settle down with a woman, make sure she is yours. That woman still has feelings for the other man. It was not a mistake." Then he says, "This guy will be so
So
devastated he won't be able to have a healthy relationship with any other woman. He will be shattered." Do you believe?
that's domino effect.
possibilities towards the other guy thing, yes. I don't necessarily believe that she had to have feelings for that other guy because my thing with sex and cheating, and that would have been my other point after we get through this is I glad only women everybody that I say that man could never get it. That man could never get the pie, friend zone. All of these excuses. Life to me and sex, especially sex, is opportunity, time and place. Not all times people falter through sex is feelings and they have to, it's just time and place and a reaction out of an emotion that is put.
You're a
Yeah, she
lie,
be
you know.
with the guy. Say again?
You're a lie. I'll give you a story after.
Yeah, yeah. Sex is always time and place. A woman go in love with her husband, like I just say, everything going perfect. She have no intention of cheating. Something happen and a emotional thing is sparked and bam bam. Physical, full blown.
But I'll
The
tell
day
you
after
something.
everybody go ahead.
I'll tell you something. Having been on both the giving and receiving end of that, I
Uh-huh.
see what you're saying there because there are times we're fooled into thinking that the person we have there will never ever a woman will never and we foolishly utter it out
Exactly.
loud. We tell our friends, boy, that woman will never that would girl I go cheat on me. The
Never.
only person I have, the only person I have. And you know what happened? Sometimes the same fellas you telling that the same fellas you telling that are the ones that eating your cookie jar at night.
Eh, I agree with that too because the one thing, when women have that point of this thing, no, that will never happen. Especially with the guys who on a lot of letters, the guys just be like kind of protective about the women. You shouldn't be talking to that guy or they don't like the phone. It's not necessarily the guy having mistrust over you. Sometimes it's mistrust of the other man because we as men know each other. And saying it like you said it, being on both sides
Mhm.
is you meet somebody a night or a friend of yours, you friend zone you or somebody you say you will never do nothing with, and the way the vibe going, the dog in you come out, next thing, bam bam.
Mhm.
Or you self taking advantage of, you get an opportunity to take advantage of whatever spark at the moment. I always see sex, like just sex, is time and place.
But boy,
When
as you say
the
that,
feelings coming, uh-huh.
as you say, we have somebody who actually responded in real time to what you say. And after we close up with you and go into the adverts, but the person, a contributor,
All right.
just in real time said, "My coworkers and I once had a big argument at work. I told them I had been married for 20. I have been married for 20 years, and I will never cheat on my wife." They said the same thing to me that last caller just said. It's all about time and place, and they put a capital SMH. And I believe you. I believe you as a person. It's time and place.
It's time and place.
Opportunity.
I told exactly. I had opportunities with people that I never thought would happen, and try for it to happen again. It never happened again, not because
Yeah,
that was just the opportunity. I got the opportunity.
yeah,
Something happened. We went full blown. The next day, the person checking themselves or whatever,
yep. So
and it
so
was
so that's
just
it. So that's it.
all about the opportunity.
We can't blame the girl
Go
too
ahead.
much. So that's it. We can't blame the girl too much. Maybe there's a one night thing will happen again. Opportunity will not present itself again.
It's not a
Exactly, and that's why
like not a
some
matter
men or women do the thing where
not
is to guard those situations.
see, because she could have phrased it differently rather than saying just leaving it at I slip up and I made a mistake.
But she slip
You
up.
she could have
Slip up.
elaborated on that because it's almost like when you just leave it at that. You understand?
Wait.
Boom bam.
So you
There is
want
no
wait. So
accountability.
you wanted to describe how it
No,
went down?
like I said,
But she slip up.
There is no how should I say that?
It
There is
sounds like
no
there's no accountability, but at the surface, it might just be a slip up. You have this one moment of weakness, and you slip up.
but you already had moments of weakness with him not too long ago because
right,
you're
right
no
now. But the too long ago were not moments where she had somebody else. It was them having a fling. She had time with the guy, but that was them having their fling.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because she clearly said, but they haven't seen it. They didn't have like closure or anything. They just haven't seen each other. Like it fizzled out.
But surely
You
something
know,
he provides makes her feel good.
well if that's
yeah, all fire stick easy to catch. Liza, put it this way. Me and you had something 20 years ago. I moved foreign, you still Lucia. I come down. I see Liza. Liza, you have your man. Now I going based on who Liza is. I just basically using you in this scenario. But I said, oh, wow, Liza, you looking good, man. Whatever, whatever. Liza tell me she have a man. I said, okay, that's good, but I still throwing little chat. because we didn't have like the closure when I left. Maybe even when I left, we used to just be flirting with each other. And this the flirting that is out. So like yeah, there was no like anything to close off our account. I come down and now I feel really chat and you say, well, Liza, remember that time? And Liza, you remember this, you know, I never forget about that. I started bringing up things to engage, to flirt.
You pronounce the name wrong. So
Get,
it's eyes. All right, but
you
caller,
know,
check us on the WhatsApp. You can send us a message. We're going to take a break now, and the caller was calling a while ago. You can call after the break. Just taking some ads, and we'll read the letter again and get right back into the letter. In fact, we have a special slot. Thank you very much, caller.
Buju, just one more thing, right?
Uh-huh.
And like what caller was saying is us men to blame. I always think so too. It's us men that think women are just saying like the replay was the perfect, but they leave all the bad replays. Both men and women cheat. And the reason you could say that throughout time, the only reason we have something called a paternity test is because women cheat. We need to find out who the fathers are. And I
like the way you put that point. Let me tell you. I'll quote you on that. All right, caller.
When a woman makes a child from the hospital, everybody knows that's her child.
That's true.
Kings have lost their throne to the knights. Go and do the history on the Queen's Court and see what it means. That was a place of flirtation because the kings used to be flat from the ugly men, but you know they had the court where they could talk to the knight where things happen in secret. But anyway, go pay the bill. It's important.
All right. We're going to play some ads and get back to you. All right. Take it easy, my brother.
I respect you too.
All right. All right, folks. We're going to get in some ads and we're going to read the letter one more time. And then we'll open the discussion. Open the discussion once again. Folks, I'm dying.
You know what they say about Fifissimo, sir? You know what they say about Fifissimo? Mega, you know what they say about Fifissimo?
Boy, that Simos makes you score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsissimos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsissimos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Raleigh.
And that's what they say about Fruitsissimos. Well, let's just say something else.
Fruitsissimos, you know what they say.
Secure your financial future with Fix. Explore our diverse investment options: fixed deposits, retirement plans, growth funds, supplementary pension plans. Grow your wealth with confidence. Visit Fix today and let our experts guide you. To get started, simply bring 2 forms of valid ID and first month's payment. Fix, your trusted partner for smart investments. We are here for you.
Fresh styles just arrived at Access at Baywalk Mall. Your wardrobe upgrade starts here. From chic jeans and linen pants to flirty floral dresses, rompers, and stylish fashion sets, we've got everything you need. Rock brunch wear, sleek bodysuits, and stunning bodycon dresses in all sizes, including our 1+ size collection. Complete your look with must-have straw handbags and office bags. Find us at Access at Baywalk Mall for the moments that matter.
On Saturday, June 14th at the Pavilion at Rodney Bay, join Hollywood HP for a once-in-a-lifetime celebration as we journey through 25 years behind the decks. 15 years on stage as an artist. It's Hollywood's house. If you roll it with me, June 14th, relive the vibes with timeless tracks. Hollywood's house. It's the biggest house party to hit St. Lucia. Get ready to dance, reminisce, and create new memories. Tickets are $80. VIP pay $200. Available at Sell Outlets and Four Circles online. Be part of the biggest house party. Hollywood's house. On Saturday, June 14th from 8 p.m. at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay.
This cannot be happening right now. My interview is in 20 minutes.
Julia had one job: get there. But it looks like her battery life was low. And now, instead of sealing the deal at the future dream job, she's going to be stuck working in a 2x4 sized cubicle next to Tanya, who talks too much and Stinky Fit Steve indefinitely. Don't be like Julia. Make sure you get where you need to with the all-new Maximo battery. Available island-wide at all automotive art stores and leading gas stations and part shops. The all-new Maximo battery now comes with an up to 2-year full replacement warranty for installation and free maintenance check at Automotive Art. The all-new Maximo battery. Get there.
The Super 6 jackpot is now $250,000. You have to be in it to win it. Get your tickets today for your chance to win.
On Saturday, June 14th at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay, join Hollywood HP for a once-in-a-lifetime celebration as we journey through 25 years behind the decks. 15 years on stage as an artist.
Hollywood.
It's Hollywood's house. If you roll it with me, June 14th, relive the vibes with timeless tracks. Hollywood's house. It's the biggest house party to hit St. Lucia. Get ready to dance, reminisce, and create new memories. Tickets are $80. VIP pay $200. Available at Sell Outlets and Four Circles online. Be part of the biggest house party. Hollywood's house. On Saturday, June 14th from 8 p.m. at the Pavilion in Rodney Bay.
The Initial Solid Waste Management Authority wishes to inform residents of Pelouse, Poile Village, Mini Road, Mamico, Bon Repos, Des Marineres, Mont Eol, Loba, Holy Town, Chamari, Pito, Passias, La Pointe, Maguetut, and Estab Development that starting April 2025, bulk waste collection will take place on the second Wednesday of every month. This change is an effort to improve waste collection services in your community. Residents are encouraged to keep their bulk waste in storage until the second Wednesday of the month and to ensure it is placed out for collection by 7 a.m. only on the scheduled collection.
And we're back. We are back. And before we read our letter, we have a special shout out because someone who actually sent a shout out this morning and he didn't get it to the 7-year-old son who goes to school right across the road. So this is shouting out Caden Layer, aka Mr. World, and Tutu attending the Carmen Rennie Memorial School, celebrating his 7th birthday today. We want him to know that we love him and that we are very proud of him. Wishing you God's blessings and favor, long life, good health, and success in all you do, all the days of your life. Continue to be the amazing and loving boy that you are. We love you, Caden. Have an amazing day from your mommy and daddy and your brothers as well. He wants you to tell him to ring the bell today as loud as you can so you could, because it's his birthday. Ring the bell. Let's play our bell. Ring the bell. Ring for Caden. Happy birthday, Caden. You are 7 years old today. All right. Now, folks, we're going to get into the letter again one more time, and then we'll take in some of the comments. We have a comment for you, though, Liza. It says it's just an itch, Liza. At least wear protection because you know you're in a relationship. It's just an itch.
That's for the writer. The writer's supposed to know she's supposed to use protection. We're talking about a mistake.
All right. So let's read her mistake again. All right, folks. Here's the letter. I see one pound in marketing himself saying he always said that if in a relationship he'll never cheat. Because he sees so much shabby on it like Shakira. He try and put things for Shakira. Anyway, the letter. Miguel, here's the thing. A couple of years ago, I used to talk to this guy. It wasn't anything serious, more of a situationship. We'd chill now and then, link up when it's convenient, but I never felt anything deep for him. It wasn't going anywhere, and eventually we just stopped. No quarrel, no scene. He had just come out of a divorce too. His wife had apparently run off with somebody from work, and he was still carrying baggage. I think we both were just filling space for each other, so I never took him seriously. Ever been there, Liza? No? I've been there. Fast forward to now. I with someone else. A man who up to now still have me wondering where he was hiding all this time. Kind, steady, quiet, not in drama, not in women, not in bar talk, just a good man. And funny enough, he divorced too. His ex gave him real hell. Always out, always accusing him of cheating when she was the one doing nonsense. Or so he says, right? So now he always saying how peaceful this new relationship with me is, how he feels safe with me, how he finally getting a fresh start. We're not together long, just under a year, but from the way things going, you would swear we married already. Early March, I find out I'm pregnant with me. So 2 months now. Butu, I not even going to lie. When I tell him the man nearly cry. He's so happy. Start calling it our blessing. Poor guy. Saying he raised the father again, buying fruits, talking to the belly. Oh, belly baby. Asking me if we should start saving to build. He rubbed my feet at night, make sure I eat him, carry me to the clinic, and every time I see him so involved, I feel worse. Because about 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, I slipped. I run into the man I used to deal with, the first one. We hadn't seen each other in a while, but you know how St. Lucia's small. We meet at a lime. I don't know if it was comfort or curiosity, or maybe it's perfume. He probably wear the same thing I wear now. But one thing led to another. It happened once, one time, and I tell myself it didn't mean anything. But now I count in days and I realizing the timing sticky. Butu, this child could be my current man's, but it could also be the other ones. And I haven't said a word. Not because I'm heartless, not because I'm trying to play smart, but because I genuinely don't know. And I scared to lose a good man over something I myself not even certain about. And what making it worse is knowing both of these men been through real pain already. Both of them was cheated on. Both of them being made to feel small by women who didn't value them. And now here I am, sitting on this maybe, pretending everything normal. Every time he kiss my belly, mwah, 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 every time he say we doing this together, my chest tighten, heart attack. I even think about doing a DNA test quietly after the baby born. Now, somebody online said that you could do the DNA test prior to the child being born. Eh?
We have we in the now technology.
I've never done that. I've never done that. But even that's not sitting right with me because if the test come back and it's not him, what then? How I explain that kind of betrayal after months of letting him believe he was going to be a father? But if I tell him now, I risk shattering something beautiful over one night, one mistake. And the part that really bothering me is I'm not even sure if I deserve him. Am I wrong for keeping this to myself until I'm sure? Or should I be honest now and risk losing everything, even if there's a chance the child really is his? Even if it is really is his. So that one woman, two men and a baby. And not one so sure who the father is. What do you think?
So send your voice notes and text to the WhatsApp 724 0008 and let us know what she should do.
My partner Black say fresh start and more place you want, bro. Dudu Darling Myro says, "This the truth words, but it will set you free." Shakira said, his not confirmed as yet. Right now is what? Oh, guys, yes, that's your lesson. Right now is normal. Yeah. um, I want a large old book and a fresh start. Black man, yeah, check your writer is divorced men alone. She check in. Lucas King, big up Texas in the house. Eh. Shakira says, now you coping? All right, someone said, talk about scratching an old bobo. You know, both men got cheated on, you still went there. You're a terrible person. Shame on you. Um, Let me tell you something. The fellas being cheated on have nothing to do with the woman origins. All right, let's just wait. Let's just wait. Everybody goes through some shate in their lives, some crap, some shit in their lives when it gets to relationship. I don't think it's the woman's responsibility to God and say, oh, because he's been cheated on. As the woman cheated, she had a one night stand. It happens to the best of us, or the best of y'all. I'm not among the best of us, I should say. We, I will not call myself as the best of us, but you know it happens. So I don't think. Yes, the woman takes blame. She cheated. She slipped up, but then right now she's in a position where she has to try to balance it out, determining her the way forward. My advice to her is play it
Well,
out.
take it, she could take the easiest road out by playing it out. Because the easiest road out will be that you remain in your dishonesty where you alone know your secret, and then you have your current partner thinking that hey, you will never cheat. You're not you're a saint. You're perfect. So he will continue being through. And then on the other hand, there's the first guy that he does not have a clue that that little mistake could cost him a whole child, a relationship with his offspring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we're going to go and dive even further, what are we not a society where we constantly being told that too many of our children, our young girls, and our young boys are growing up with their fathers?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? So to me, the responsible thing would be even if it is something that would be heart wrenching for you because the way she described that man, the hero, you understand? It will be such so heart wrenching for you to bring such discomfort or disappointment to that current partner. You understand? But at the end of the day, it is your mistake, and you need to deal with the consequences of your mistake. Accountability is not half. You need to take full accountability for your actions, and that is revealing the truth not only to your hero, your current partner, but also to the first gentleman, your sweeper, your mistake, situationship.
All right. 1 pound. I sell myself at all. If I say I am perfect, that's on you too. If you try and play perfect, that's you to play perfect. I'm not perfect, and I admit it. Now we have to those. Someone says, Miguel and team, as much as I do not condone cheating, it makes no sense to tell her present man about the possibility of the baby not being his. At least she's showing remorse. I think she needs to get the facts before messing up her present relationship. Agreed and agreed. In the long term, it will affect the father and his relationship with the child. Agreed. Telling now is premature and will never end well. And you know, Shakira, boy, let me tell you, Shakira, I put out your business, eh? Shakira says, imagine I cheated last year. I tried everything to hide it to endless teaser. So that means it was more than once. I didn't want the man to know. And eventually the man dig and dig and dig until he got what he was looking for. And here we are still today there. After he got to know. So it happens in the dark will surely come to the light. Shakira, I want to meet your man, guys. I want to meet that man.
And to her and her gentleman, I say kudos to him because not every situation will result in me telling the truth. That you just disregard all our years, all our good memories, and everything for one but you understand? It takes a mature man. It takes a very compassionate man. It takes a man to realize that you made a mistake and he's willing to take that leap with you and trust you again to continue a relationship with you.
Well, but Shakira, some boy just is sending number there to the WhatsApp platform and so I can forward to them. Let me tell you. Listen, listen, listen. All right, Liza, I quite agree with this. With it, may be a bit premature, and I mean, based on what she said, she may have been pregnant already. She even know how long, how far along. She even stated how far along she is, and the doctor would be able to determine, or maybe she just did the test and says you're pregnant. But the doctor would determine how far along you are. You can make an estimate from there, estimate that from there. But she did give kind of like a hint that she's counting. But 2 weeks after, 2 weeks after you do your visa, you do see a period or whatever you pregnant. I think that's the present man. But at the end of the day, what neither of them know can do, and I'll tell you why. Because the first guy, as admittedly, she admits just a flick, right? The man's been hurt. What you think if it's just a fling for the guy? What you think is going to happen? It will go either two ways, right? That if you tell him that it's his kid, he might either say that yeah, right, or he just I never had any relationship with you, so it's I'll take care of my child and we don't have any relationship. But it looks like this woman is enjoying what she has with this current person. It's they yeah married,
Oh,
so why mess that up?
he could surprise you. Somebody in a situationship, and the moment that they hear or even get the hint, there's a possibility of them having an offspring, could allow them to shape up and reassess everything.
But what if he's still not the man that she wants?
Even if probably that's not the man that she wants, but why are you going to rip him of the opportunity of knowing that maybe this is my baby that you're carrying? He might as well be the person to check up on her to say, "Have you eaten?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to the ultrasound doctor visits with you or whatever, whatever. I want to know who is your doctor. I want us to have a second opinion. I
Mm-hmm.
want us to do this. I want us. He might as well be that type of guy too. You don't know
Mm.
because you have only been involved in a situationship.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
understand? So it plays out on both parts for these men. We still in the what the we still throwing around what ifs. But the fact remains that if it was on the other foot, had it been a man, right, that brought another female, a tag along into that relationship and gotten her pregnant, you will have heard that uproar today.
Hmm.
You understand? And it will have been something like, oh, they may not good, and this and that, and who's to say that's the man child? It will be some.
Mhm.
It will spring the same.
In the same way.
You understand?
Now,
But at the end of the day, we need to understand that yes, we are human beings. We are not perfect. There are times where we will fall short. There are times where our fall short will come on the basis of us falling weak.
mhm.
You understand? To flesh. You understand? But at what time do we really accept the full burden of our accountability
That
of
is true.
our actions?
That is true. We have a contribution from a woman who says, "It's strange that this writer is siding with the men without any intimate knowledge of their former relationship. Then the irony of doing the same thing she blamed other exes for. She has to face the music, and if she truly likes the guy, she would do the honorable thing. Who knows what the fling might think seeing her pregnant because it's a small world, as she rightly said. If she loves him, she must be willing to lose him by telling the truth. If he's good, he may come along. Writer must be careful next time and practice restraints with temptation."
Also safe sex.
Yeah, well,
You
you
know,
know,
we
what safe sex?
we enjoying safe sex.
Just describe it for
The right thing would be to socks up.
two
Socks up.
body. Okay,
Socks up.
you kind of
If you're going to partake in adult behavior when you know it's not your partner, socks up.
mm-hmm.
If the person in the situation do not have the avenues for us to socks up, that's supposed to ring a bell. Kill that for
Mm, kill for tonight forever.
kill it. You understand? That we're not we all those STDs running around me here. In
Mhm.
this day, we still want to take risk in cheating and cheating without something.
You have a point there.
Even if we know, even if the person we cheated with might be the person that probably we know. You understand? But knowing somebody, knowing them on just the outside, that's one thing. But you don't know what's happening on the inside. You understand? So we must always practice safe sex.
Somebody say Liza, they don't like socks up upakatan. She can tell upakatan, they don't like socks up. Yeah, and folks, remind you can join the conversation at 724 Send us your WhatsApp, or you can call us, or you can call our line as well, 452-3046. We're into the final half hour of Lettre for today, brought to you by Fruit CC. And folks, look, now if you're going to charge tonight, remember Liza's advice, eh? Socks up. Socks up.
Yeah, and another thing for Miguel, it's not a gentleman's responsibility to carry the socks up all the time.
Why is all the time?
No, not as a female, if you know that you're courting or you have not made your relationship exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
I think the responsible thing is for you to walk with your socks up. Because another thing that we do not take
Just for the record, folks, my socks halfway up.
another thing that we don't take into consideration is that just having all different type of latex and stuff like that could be a hygiene hazard to us women.
Mm,
You understand?
mm.
But that's definitely for a next part of the letter.
Yes, folks.
So going back to our letter,
And ladies,
she should
you all heard? Ladies, if you're going to carry the rose everywhere, carry the socks too.
So, fellas, what would you do if you find out the child you've been bonding with not be yours?
Well, oh, not that's for me. Okay. Huh?
Because you can give your take on
That's
it.
listen,
Because it's part
you
of the
invest
letter.
you invest everything in it. I'm not talking about just financial investment. If you invest yourself, your life, your being into that child, that's your child. They say there's an adage, it's quite commonly used now, blood family is not necessarily blood. That's true. I mean, you're a product of your environment at the end of the day, and I I have friends who are more family to me than family. I'm talking my inner circle and certain and relatives. So at the end of the day, I don't know, it depends on how he takes it. Eh. Some men should prepare themselves for that. I always believe a man should prepare himself for that because like I'll quote my partners, there won't be paternity tests if women didn't cheat. But yeah, and that's the thing. So you can be prepared. You have to be prepared for anything. Eh? As much as it might be a bit of an emotional burden and hurtful, because to me, as far as if you invest so much into a child and whatever, and later on finally it's not yours. I mean, what are you going to do? Reject the child completely? If you form the bond with the child, are you going to reject the child completely? Then that speaks more about you than the other person. Because now the ball is now in your court. What are you going to do? Are you because that woman hurt you? You're going to make the child suffer because of that woman? Maybe not. But then you also have to deal with maybe the real father, quote unquote, wants to come and handle his business now and everything. Then you have a whole bouillon.
It don't necessarily have to be a bouillon because if if the if the main focus is that child and putting that child's interests above all of ours, then at the end of the day, that's the vision right there.
Mm,
You understand?
mm,
We all need to come, sit, have the grown up conversation, not in front of the child that is, and chat the way forward. Because all of us would like to see that child grow up to be a woman or a man that is very respectable and to be back to our society in a very positive way.
mm,
You understand?
mhm.
So it's always it always hits a note for me when children are involved in the situation because I know what it is to come from a home where it's just the mother, and I know what it is to come from a home also where it's just the father. Because I've seen it played out on both sides
Mm-hmm.
from my family tree, you understand? And also knowing that your father exists, but your father chooses not
To take care of you.
to take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
I have also experienced that. You understand? So, and having a father figure, somebody comes in, he knows it's not your father, but because of the affection towards your mother, he welcomes you as his own.
Well, Liza, I'm sorry, you are not the father.
It's all right if I'm not the father, but I'm the mother. I'm definitely the mother. So if the situation goes for the worse, or both persons, when they get to know that this is the situation, this is what happened, and this is the result of, of the baby coming to play right there because of this stripper, and both persons know about what the writer did,
All
and
right.
they decide that both of them not going to take that on.
All right. So before we go into the next break, we're going to take in a few comments. Mark, big up family. Mark Sherman says, Missy people, she already owned up to her mistake by making it known to Letla. She's looking for direction. Yes, be sensitive, people. Be sensitive, man. She's looking for direction as to how to handle the situation. Woman, just keep this to yourself as you will make matters worse. Sometimes you have to wait for the right moment, and now is not the time. You are pregnant. Too much might happen. Think of your unborn child and your well being.
Was the saying was si your pani situes,
Pani
your
vole?
pani vole.
Well,
Yeah, si your pani situes, your pani vole.
Shakira says she can wait for after she gives birth, do the DNA, and based on the results, tell the man what's up. Tell which man? Tell the man, the current man. That's true because the current man is what matters, because he needs to know whether he is or isn't the father.
Both of them,
No, he's the what matters to the woman at this point.
both,
That's who she wants to have
both,
her relationship with.
yeah, both of them. As a matter of fact, knowing that you sleep up, my honey, let's not even focus on just your happiness. Let's focus on the growing belly, the one in the ovary.
You think she should call a Zoom meeting or something, or a WhatsApp group call and add the two men in the group, and when she gets the results and say,
Yeah, if she's to that, we could handle that already.
"Hey,
We could handle
hey."
time and time again. If you want to come on your letter after your letter has been broadcasted or whatnot, you could come and give us some feedback and update on the situation and how it played
I,
out.
I'm going to take something controversial before we go into the break. In fact, let me just take this last comment from a caller, contributor. It says, Team RCI, hey, hello. I think that y'all should play the country and western song "It's a Cheating Situation" by Mo Bandy and Jenny Frick for this writer. However, the lady is playing with fire. She shouldn't have allowed herself to be tempted by the ex-boyfriend, knowing that she has a great relationship with her present guy. So why didn't she insist that protection be used? Guys will be guys no matter what. Whatever that means. And the excuse that there was no closure when the first guy came back is quite lame. Well, since she cheated, she just had to face the consequences. Silly woman cheating on a good guy. Now, folks, what I'm going to say is controversial. No matter what y'all say or do, we can advise and advise. You will not influence someone to use protection. That is only on their own. That is on their own terms. They will do it on their own volition. I don't think there's anybody right now. You could choose 10 people right now, and you tell them and they're sexually active, and you tell them, boy, you going to use protection. It's up. It's them. They will be the ones to. So no matter how much you advise,
We on Netla will continue to push forward and continue and firmly say that if you're going to partake in extra activities other than you being exclusive, you need to.
But I'm a rascal. I need a relationship.
We don't know Rasta.
Need a relationship means protection. The Catholics don't need protection. Folks, we're going to take a break and get back into the final segment of Let Lie. Remember, Let Lie is brought to you by Fruitsy Simos. You know what they say, protect yourself.
And my girl, you know what they say about Pixie eh?
Partner, you know what they say about Simos?
My girl, you know what they say about Pixie
Boy, that Simos makes you score runs, you know.
So what do the experts say about Fruitsy Simos? Apart from tasting great, Fruitsy Simos is full of natural goodness your body needs. Simos is good for your skin, rich in vitamins and minerals, promotes and improves intimacy, boosts your immune system and lung function, suppresses appetite and increases weight loss, anti-inflammatory, and helps to improve blood count. Simos is rich in nutrients, which boosts your metabolism and increases energy levels, and is grown, harvested, and manufactured right here in the community of Praland.
And that's what they say about Fruitsy Simos. And let's just say something else.
Fruitsy Simos, you know what they say.
A mother's love deserves a gift like no other. Celebrate her love, strength, and style with heartfelt jewelry from Pandora. From our iconic charms to sparkling necklaces, rings, earrings, and more, there are so many ways to say, thank you, Mom. So on Mother's Day and every day, tell her how much she means to you with a gift from Pandora.
The Harry Edwards Jewelers Pandora Mother's Day event, May 2nd. Enjoy 30% off, a free Pandora bracelet with select purchases, and more specials store-wide. Be store for details.
Fresh styles just arrived at Access at Baywalk Mall. Your wardrobe upgrade starts here. From chic jeans and linen pants to flirty floral dresses, rompers, and stylish fashion sets, we've got everything you need. Rock brunch wear, sleek bodysuits, and stunning bodycon dresses in all sizes, including our 1+ size collection. Complete your look with must-have straw handbags and office bags. Find us at Access at Baywalk Mall for the moments that matter.
April 30th, feel the excitement as the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival kicks off at the Mindo Phillip Park, featuring Grammy-winning country sensation Gretchen Wilson.
Excuse me, would you mind? 'Cause he ain't you. This song.
Gretchen Wilson.
I need
Reggae icon Sizzla.
Go down to meet my dog, dry cry. Even tell, even my heart cry. But
Sizzla. Lady Lava. Booyah Invasion with Dominica's Trilogy. Nice. Potters. PYP and the St. Lucia All-Stars. Gerald Banks, Ali Cat, Nerdy, Shemmy J, Umpa, Ezra, and more. Tickets are just $35 US or $95 EC. Available at all sell outlets and online at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com. Don't miss it, April 30th at the Mindo Phillip Park, the Jazz Festival opening night. Grab your tickets today.
Get ready to feel the vibe, live the experience with the Digicel, silver sponsors of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025. Now through May 11th, win big tickets to top shows, exclusive Digicel gear, and surprise giveaways. Just activate a 5-day plan or higher, any Prime bundle, or sign up for our Digicel Plus home fiber and TV bundle. From Super 8 to Gros Delay, Digicel is bringing the rhythm, culture, and vibes straight to you. Visit your nearest Digicel store or digicelgroup.com. Feel the vibe, live the experience, only with Digicel.
Dreams are born here. Tomorrow stars perform here. It's the Junior Jazz and Arts Festival, presented by the Castries Constituency Council and our supporting partners, First National Bank, Lucilec, Massey Stores, Sandal St. Lucia, Massey Distributors, Subway, Blue Waters, Lumnat, and Cadas Bakery on May 8th and 9th. From 10 a.m., the best talent from schools across the island, plus unbelievable solo acts. Over 150 youth will perform for your delight at Serenity Park, the home of the Junior Jazz and Arts Festival.
Something good.
St. Lucia, get ready for an unforgettable evening of music, worship, and celebration. On May 1st, all roads lead to Bexar Plainfield for Hills and Valleys Inspirational Jazz. The Kids Zone open from 2 p.m. and the concert ignites at 5 p.m. Get ready for the headliner, the international gospel sensation, the one, the only, Sherwin Gardner. Sherwin Gardner. But this is not all. Sharing the stage will be an incredible lineup of talented artists. Ethan Layor, Milana Steven, Shrefla Maxwell, Manasseh the Bandman, Manasseh Stanislas, Tabitha Prosper, Camille Sisters, Naim St. Martin, and Jonathan. Regular admission free. Want the best experience? VIP tickets are just $80.
Keep me up. Only you alone could put fire back in the soul.
Get ready for on Sunday, May 11th. Join us from 6 a.m. as the Sandals Golf and Country Club transforms into an atmosphere of vibes with an all-star DJ lineup. Get your limited early bird breakfast included tickets now on Eventbrite.com and at all sell outlets. Rhythm and blues. A breakfast party, Sunday, May 11th from 6 a.m. Sponsored by Radio Caribbean International, JP Chenet, KFC, Chairman's Reserve, and The Wave.
On Sunday, May 4th, it's a party under the pitons. Soufre Jazz, the ultimate experience. MTX Band, Sly, Arthur Allen, Reba 7, DYP, Farmer Nappy, Conan DeWar,
Anywhere that we go, turn over,
T-Vice, and headliner Busy Signal. Party with us, dine with us, stay with us for Super Jazz, the ultimate experience. Tickets are only $150 EC. You can choose to elevate your experience at our VIP village for only $400 EC. The best value for money, the best vibes, and the most exquisite location. Tickets available from the Cell Outlets Island-wide, SRDF office in Sucre, and www.fourcirclestickets.com. Sunday, May 4th, Super Mini Stadium. Super Jazz, the ultimate experience.
All right, and we are back with Lettre. Let's get first. Everybody say hello to everybody.
Hello.
All right. Okay, folks, we're in the final 10 minutes or so of Lettre, and we are going to just give a quick recap of the letter. Basically, it's a situation where this woman had this fling situationship with this guy, and she never took him seriously. It was just supposed to be a fling. And then she met him. She met a new guy, and they've been together for almost a year, and they've had a pretty good relationship. She says it's almost like they're married. But 2 weeks before she found out that she was pregnant, she met the guy again at some get together, and she said she slipped up, according to her words. And now she's pregnant. She's not sure who the father is, and she does not know whether she should tell either of the guys or just wait or just be quiet about it. So, folks, we want to know what you think. Remind you that you could call 452-3046 or our WhatsApp 724-008. All right, Liza, you have any questions for our audience? I know you always have a lot to say, but you must have something to ask.
Well, me. I just want to know, is there a right time to tell the truth in a situation like that? Or is it now? Or is it now always the best time?
What do you think, Liza? Now or never? Or now or later?
For me, do it now. You get to deal with the situation.
Now, that wasn't Safari earlier. It's Safari calling now. There's another foreign number. Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah, what's up?
I good, I good. How you
Actually,
doing?
bro, I just tuned into Lettre and just had a little recap. I was a bit busy, but just just a little recap
We need
that
to take a whole
just
person for
gives
you.
it, huh?
Take a whole person for you. If I
Well, good at least you didn't mistake half the person. But yeah, but just based on the little recap that the man gave me the situation, she's a H. You know, she's 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 the one Santa Clauses laugh at. Ho ho ho!
Why? Because she's naughty.
Yo, you in a relationship and you met someone that you used to just have a fling with. You know, you mean and you no, you say ho ho ho, Merry Christmas.
Language.
No, I was laughing, bro. It's Santa Claus. I said Merry Christmas. You people don't tell Santa Claus about the language.
right, no. No,
Huh?
I said.
Say that again.
No.
No, no, no for what?
What you just said earlier on.
I'm lost.
Santa Claus normally says
The words, the
when
words.
he wants to laugh.
E for
He will
everyone.
Yeah, look, you say this, you laughing too.
say it. You don't need to
Okay,
say it.
okay, well, all right, well, oh, well, I would say ha 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 then.
Say ha 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 because I will have to
Okay,
laugh.
okay, all right. I'm apologies. Okay, she's a laugh. She's a laugh, really and
You
truly.
laugh at a girl, man. That's a genuine situation. I think people find themselves in those types of situation every day. So I don't think it's really worth it.
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, right? I have been not because I'm broke to think I would go and rob the bank. Not because there's certain things you just don't do. You just don't do. That's just how it is.
We
You
understand. So
no, there's no situation. It's not like it's what huh?
if you find out the child, what would you do? If let's say you put yourself in that situation, what would you do knowing that you the guy that's in the situation being
Being what? Oh, sorry, I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. My apologies. I can't. Yeah, the I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you guys. I apologize.
You can't hear us?
I can hear you now. Right now, I
Liza,
can hear
Liza,
you.
mic is
I
muted.
didn't. Yeah, I can hear you. I didn't hear a word
Liza,
that the yeah, Liza was saying.
can you hear Liza?
I can hear you now. Yes.
so I propose a question to you. So I was
Uh huh.
thinking, being the type of person you are, meaning probably you're very compassionate, you are very
Mhm.
loving, and you would want to ensure that your madam who you who is expected, and doing your due diligence, ensure it's on time, take some pretty little go a little thing quick, boom, boom, boom. So if you were to find out, you do it. fast, and boom, she received that news that there's a possibility that baby might not be yours. What would you do in that situation?
Honestly, that is something that a lot of people would say they would do this and they would do that. That is basically a lie. 'Cause sometimes in the spur of the moment, you're not too sure what you would.
You know, caller, a few people. I just read two comments to you regarding like this question. Someone says she better do it now or not let it fester. Leona Bright says now is always the best time. Get them prepared for what it is so they can make a decision as to how to handle the situation before the child comes into the world. Bro, am I to that?
Yeah, yeah. But and the thing is, again, like I said, sometimes at the spur, because you see, I'll tell you something. That is stuff that is things you'd one thing you don't play with is people's feelings and emotions and for people's heart. People once you see somebody get angry because that's something that would drive you to anger and rage. Anger is one letter short of danger. And sometimes when you're angry, it clouds. Sometimes with some people, when they're angry, it tends to cloud their judgment. They would do certain things out of anger. Anger is also an emotion. That's why I say you don't play with people's emotions. And sometimes it causes them to lash out, and sometimes it could go in a direction that they really didn't want to, or maybe really didn't mean to. As for me, a lot of times I tend to think before I do a lot of things, and sometimes who knows, maybe I might just walk away, or maybe I don't. But one thing I I really I am not like violent towards women, like you know to put my hands on a woman or something like that, you know.
Yes, it's in
But
love.
unless it's what? Unless
It is hands on a woman.
unless it's what?
Unless it's in love.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I mean, well, no violence towards women. Then, yeah, no violence towards women.
But
And because honestly, I've been in similar situations. That is why before, and I was just talking to my cousin just before I called. I was just talking to my cousin, and I was telling her that is one of the reasons why before I used to be so terrified of being in a relationship because of the stuff that I used to see happening. I had a lot of my brethren and stuff, and they used to be a lot of females or women, should I say, that had their boyfriend or men or husband or whatever, and in St. Lucia, like St. Lucia, there's a say, "Le pape camarade ou puis il fait où c'est ça où," you know. So yeah, so because of that, and like I said, the direction I see the world is going. Now, eventually, relationship would be a thing of the past. The direction, because no, that is right now. It's like that type of lifestyle is almost like becoming the norm. It's like now everybody, no relationship. Everybody, there's even countries I hear that have certain laws that say, if you married after 5 years have passed, you're no longer married no more. If you want to renew or whatever, because of
it's a contract.
yes,
Moving
yes,
from what we consider to be tradition. You understand?
yes, 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 yes. There are countries now where they kind of making it mandatory or kind of the law that you as a man
supposed to have more than one wife. You know, yeah, and nowadays the way the thing going, man shortage, brother. You know, man shortage. I've heard that song from since I was a child, and man, yeah, man, because guys now being gangsters, they're killing out each other, leaving all the, you know, yeah, men, especially the black men, they're dying at an alarming rate. Yeah, you know, yeah, and so right now the ratio is like 40 to 1 now.
All right.
You know,
All right. So, is there any final thoughts as we wrap up? We're just going to take in two more comments and then we could close up
W-
the letter for the day.
well, bro, if that dude like, if I don't know if that dude might be listening, or the lady might be listening. Lady, if you're listening, honestly, I give Jack his jacket and Jim his gym boot. Lady, you're wrong.
And
You're wrong.
and Harry is Jerry.
Yeah, I have Harry, and worry his curry because you know, yeah, and dude, if you're, I am sorry, I know what you probably, because honestly, I'm not lying and ashamed to say I have been there. I have been in that road. That is not a good road. That is a long road where you get no ride, nobody pick you up. That is a long road. I've been there.
Well, when you come now, we
You
need
know.
to have a discussion about roads and highways over a few drinks.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, brethren.
All right, my brother.
So,
So have
so
a good
take
one.
it.
Happy Labor
So
Day
take it.
tomorrow and be safe.
Yeah, man. Same to you.
All
Bless
right, man.
up
Take
every
it easy.
time. Yeah.
Later. All right,
All
folks.
right.
All right, folks. Just two more comments as we go. Someone says, well, she shouldn't let any ulcer develop in her. I'm telling both guys and be genuine how I express my regret if I were her. Then, if my partner is mad, I'd give him some time and have him do a DNA test after the baby is born. It's just messy and she just has to suck it up. Agreed? I wish her well. Try to have a healthy baby tent. And someone else says, again, as where the baby is concerned. And they said first, and it's not always they don't like many, they don't like. Many mature men seem unable to perform with it and they all over like community property. This is the unfortunate reality. She says, Miguel, is anyone concerned about the fragility of the pregnancy, especially in the first trimester? We don't know how these men may respond. What about the stress on the baby? Everyone is so judgmental. She was wrong and hopefully has learned a few lessons. But let's get real. Agreed, my darling. And then as we close, we go on Facebook and it says the last two comments are so her mother, as Jana George says, so her mother never told her curiosity kills the cat. But seriously, she needs to tell both guys, pray and hope things work out for her. What happens years later if the truth comes out then and the man turns his back on a child he learns is not his? She will be destroying two lives, the child who would have lost the only father they know and the man. She also needs to be honest with herself and about how she really feels about that first man. In a relationship with Mr. Perfect and sleeping and sliding, if the rest of the comment didn't come through. Kelvin says, the woman have to learn to be honest with herself. It starts with you, writer. Be careful next time. And of course, Black Man and to you. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. Our last comment, it just came in. The longer she keeps the secret, the worse the situation. And that is my advice as well. The longer she keeps the secret, but I still think she can get away with it. But anyway,
So, with me, like I said, I we throw around that word judgment. Stop being, well, the phrase, stop being so judgmental, so loosely at times. But when it comes to the men as women, we tend to put that black stain on them when they sleep up. We give them the full blown of it, you understand? And we chastise them. For her situation, she is wrong. And I am not being judgmental. She is wrong. Because you have no business is going back to a situation.
And if you're looking good, they're going to be over. Okay, so final two comments. Someone says curiosity kills the cat. All right, that guy that she slept with, his name was Curiosity. And then someone else says, Liza, you were awesome today. And he's still typing. I don't type anymore, but you were awesome. And as they type, and let me just say thank you, folks, for tuning in to Lettre today. There will be no youth and club tomorrow, as of course it's Labor Day. It is a holiday, and nobody should be working on Labor Day.
And remember, people, Marcy close tomorrow.
Marcy close tomorrow, so buy your things tonight, or find a little cab away if you're looking for them other things. True character always show when in situations of crisis. That's what the last person says. Yes, so remind you folks, of course, be easy on the alcohol. Open up jazzes tonight. I can't take a shave, Liza. You see how my little gray hair is showing?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, because I shaved it a lot. I let it grow, sir.
But Miguel, your face clean. You still
Baby,
have clean
at
skin.
26,
What
at
you talking about,
26 years old, I should not have any gray hair showing on my face. Okay.
But Miguel, look how a little gray there in my dreads there.
It's not sure. I see nothing.
You
I
want
reflection of the light.
Oh, Miguel, what
Yes. Anyway, so I'll see all of you at the Open Jazz night. Those of you are going. And of course, like I said, no youth unplugged tomorrow afternoon. It is a holiday. But join me on Sunday. I'll not be going to Super Jazz. I will be here with you in studio. I don't know about the weekend after, but I'll be here with you in studio for Golden Grooves. This weekend we're playing some Caribbean music and of course featuring the artists who are performing at Jazz this year. And of course, we are giving away a ticket to the main stage, the Mother's Day show, the Sunday show, the final show, the headline show of the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival on Sunday at Golden Groves. Compliments our sponsor, Promotech. You can also get your tickets there at Promotech downstairs, the Orange Grove Plaza. So until then, until Sunday, wishing you all a safe rest of the week, a safe holiday tomorrow. Drink responsibly, drive responsibly, and respect each yourselves and each other. Goodbye. Bye, Kylie. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.